Yeah, so this video is as you can see from the title, about accommodation. So you guys have been asking me about like accommodation. I should do a video specifically for accommodation in TRU. More, this sun is hot, man. But let's go. Uh okay, so basically the first thing, I actually wrote some things out so I don't forget like important information for you guys. So I'm going to tell you like my accommodation situation right now. Basically, I live in a three-bedroom apartment with three different people. With two different people, right? So I stay in a room. Both of them stay in the other two rooms. We're paying 2,400 Canadian dollars per month. So we're each paying 800 per month, right? So and we're living like we're not so close to school, but even if it's like it's a good distance to school, like you can't walk it obviously, but like by the bus it's like 5 to 10 minutes. So another thing, like one major thing that affects the prices also of the accommodation is the location. Like a lot of students I know that stay at North Shore. Like if you find an apartment in North Shore, you can get apartments where you pay like 550 per month. Not like that's not like the rental, but like let's say if you share with someone, you guys may end up paying like 550 per month and stuff. But you won't get that here or close to school because like people they know you're looking students are looking for accommodation obviously. So it's going to, the prices are going to be high. And also I don't know about school accommodation because I do not stay in school. I never like went through that route, right? So when I was coming, when I didn't have accommodation, I was really looking for accommodation on my own with my roommates. Like I had met my roommate back there in Nigeria. We met in the TRU conference. I collected her number and then we started chatting and then we got to know that both of us were looking for accommodation. So we decided to like join a search together. I would send to her, she would reach out to the landlord, she would find, she would send to me, I'll reach out to the landlord on Facebook Market. That's what we were doing and stuff. So yeah, so basically that was like how we found accommodation too. Like we found this particular one, she reached out to the landlord. The landlord said, oh, we could come get it and stuff. Like we could take it and everything. And he was like, oh, we will need to put down like a deposit and stuff. I'll talk about that later. That one is really, really um okay, I think let me just talk about that. So putting down the down payment thing, I would not advise that you put um okay, so like I was saying, I would not advise that you put a down payment or give a down payment. I don't know. It's just something I would not do because the landlord we found, landlord, sorry, um, was like, oh, we should put a down payment and stuff. But I wasn't like down with it just because of like the situation in Nigeria. Imagine like you're not in a house and everything. They're asking you to put a down payment for the house and stuff. It's not something I would trust. So I was very, very skeptical about it. But then like um my roommate had an agent, right, that basically he got someone to help us check the house, like a student also in TRU. So she helped us, like she came, she looked around the house and everything. She was like, oh, the house is nice and stuff. So that's when we now like gain confidence, oh, it's not a scam and things like that. So you're just being careful, right? So we were able to get someone to help us come check the house and verify or rectify that the house is indeed a house, or there is a house that we're going to pay for, or that we're putting a down payment for. So that was what we did. Immediately she checked the house and everything. Oh, then we were fine. And we put down the $1,000 like down payment, right? $1,000 depository, just to like hold down the house because this was like November and our plan was to come like ending of December, right? Until my own plans changed and I came like 2nd of December. Even when I came 2nd of December, I couldn't move into the house because the old tenant was still there and he was moving out. Like we were supposed to move in like New Year's on the New Year, right? January 1st. So basically I would and the reason I'm advising this is because, like, and obviously, if you don't do that, you guys may be saying, "Oh, how can we now come here without having like a place to stay?" Right? So this is where like my own personal advice comes in because this is what I know that most people did, right? And this is what I would have done if um if I didn't have a friend that I stayed with, right? When I came and I couldn't move into the house, so I had to look for somewhere to stay. And I already had a friend here that like we took IELTS classes together and everything. So she came like last year September. So basically, so I stayed in her place with her, right? So, but if I didn't have that option, what I would have done was that this is my advice. I would advise that if you're looking for like accommodation, you can't find, you're looking on Facebook Market, you're messaging the landlords, you're messaging like whoever it is, and then they're not responding and stuff. You're not getting like what you want, and school and like your time is drawing closer. I don't know if you have the money, number one, or if you have the means. I would advise that maybe a month to when your school is supposed to resume, right? I was supposed to resume school January 4th. I came December 2nd, right? So that's like more than a month before. So I would advise that maybe a month or 3 weeks, or maybe 2 weeks, but like 3 to 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before like school resumes, right? You can book your flight to come, right? And then pay for a motel or something, a motel or a hotel. There are like hotels and motels that you can ask. I think they give like a discount if you're going to stay for about like a month or like let's say 3 weeks, 3 weeks and a month. So um you can pay for that so that you have a place to stay when you come here. And then whilst you're here, in between those 2 to 3 weeks that you're here, you now use that time to look for accommodation. I even know some people that even till now they're still staying in motels, like, and they are like winter students, right? So it's hard enough that you're here already and you still can't find like accommodation or a place to stay. Talk more when you're now back in your home country or back in Nigeria, and then you're trying to get a place from there. It's tough. It's difficult. My advice would be that you be here, like come here, and again it gives you time to get used to the bus system, the environment, like how things work and all. That was basically even the reason why I wanted to come like the last week of December instead of like 1st of January and then resume school on the 4th. I wanted to come like 7 days before or like 10 days, almost like 2 weeks before, so I could, get used to things and know like, oh, this is how this works, this is how this works. It gives you like an advantage also. So I would advise that you could also like 2 to 3 weeks before school resumes, you could book a motel or a hotel, probably a motel or an inn or something. There are a lot of them. There is Grandview Hotel, like around itself. There's Grandview Hotel. There is Ramada Hotel. One of my friends was in Ramada Hotel, and they now got a place like close to school, right? And then I think they also found a roommate, or like I think his roommate was also like one of the students staying at Ramada Hotel, and then they found a place and they moved in, and now they're roommates and stuff. So it's easier when you are here to look for like accommodation and stuff. It's easier to do that. So, and plus you can go and view the place, right? There is like opportunity for viewing. You tell the landlord, oh, I want to come and see the place at this time. Can I come and stuff like that? And then they give you like a time to meet them, come and view the place. Even when I came here, that was something that happened. I wanted to still view the place, even after like my roommate had, even after we had gotten someone to view, I still wanted to view the place and everything. But something happened. I couldn't make the viewing and all. But like I'm just trying to say is that it's just better to be here than staying there and looking for accommodation and getting disappointed and waiting until like school. Because if you stay there and you wait until school resumes before you now come, number one, you miss classes and stuff like that. So yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. If you have the means to, because obviously also staying in a motel, because I don't even see the difference, right? Because like in a motel, maybe you're paying, maybe they ask you probably pay like let's say 700 or to 800 a month, which is still what I'm paying here, right? It's just like you're not staying in your house, you're staying in a hotel or a motel, right? Plus, I don't know, maybe you can't cook or something like that. Yeah, it's much more expensive, right? But like it gives you more chances of finding the accommodation that you're looking for faster and quicker so you can move out. So if you're looking for accommodation, I don't know, or maybe like I'll suggest some hotels or motels that I know. There's Grandview Motel. I'll write the names. There's Grandview Motel. There is Ramada Hotel. There is I think Western Best Plus or Western Plus. I don't know. I'll still put it there. There is uh what's this one? I've forgotten the name, but there are a lot of like motels around that you can stay in up until you find accommodation. Um, yeah, so basically that's it for me. And then for the school housing options, um, I don't know. I didn't try that route. I don't know how that goes. If you try it and then it works out for you and you get accommodation. Because when I was applying, right, school accommodation was already almost full. Was already full, sorry. So they were like wait list and everything. And I was supposed to resume the next month. And there's no way like that there was no way that like list would get to me or get to my turn before I resumed school. So I was like, I have to find another option. That's why I started looking like on Facebook and stuff until I found one, right? So that's what I would advise, that you just keep doing that until you find um you just keep like searching on Facebook market. Even when you're here, the houses that you're going to look for, you search them on Facebook market. It's just that you will be able to go and view the houses. But if you're in Nigeria and you're seeing the houses, you can't go and view it, right? That's the difference. You can check out the houses, check the distance to school, check like ask questions right face to face. It's better. That's my advice. So I don't know. Basically, that's like the best advice I can give anybody. Even like other people that have asked me like personally what to do about accommodation. That's what I tell them. I would advise like you book a motel for like 2 to 3 weeks, right? And when you come, you now use those 2 to 3 weeks to begin to look for like apartments and go for viewings and things like that. Basically, that's the best advice I think I can give right now. Um yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Um don't forget to subscribe, share, leave a comment if you have one, ask your questions if you have one. Um yeah, I think that's all. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, there is this trick that I learned, right? You see this thing here on this cloth. It did not come with the cloth, right? On this gown or on this dress, whatever it is, it didn't come with it. It's just a plain dress, right? And you can tell that it's kind of not my size. It's like a little bit smaller, but like my friend gave it to me back in Nigeria, so I don't want to like get rid of the clothes and stuff. So I don't wear it out. I've never worn it. This is like my first time like wearing it to do something. Usually I just like kept it just because I know not treat away, right? But like I saw this DIY, I think it was on Pinterest, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to try one day and stuff. So today, when I was wearing the clothes, I was like, oh, like why don't I try that? Because it was just a plain dress, right? I'll show you guys how to make it. Just give me a minute. Okay. I don't know. Maybe this tip can help anybody. I just want to put on like a short so I can like properly show you guys what I did. So there is I don't know if you guys can see what this is. It's like a rubber band that has something in it, right? So I took a rubber. You can use like your hair scrunchie or anything. Alright, let me show you guys what I did. Basically, what is in, if you have like a bangle, you can use a bangle. Something circular though. Anything circular that can like stay. This is like the cover of a print. Like this is a Pringles. The cover to a Pringles can. Yeah, this is the cover to a Pringles can, right? So I just like took it because I don't have like a circular bangle that is like stable and stuff. So this, and then basically like I told you, just not my size, so it doesn't even go down. Even when it does, it's like really tight, right? But like I don't wear it, so I don't really care. But like at this place, if you have like a free flowing gown or something that you just want to add like if you have like this is so plain, you want to add like a touch, right, to it. So you put this at the front or wherever you want that thing to be. Let me just sorry, let me get this out of my way. Get my hair out of my way. So like I put it here, right? And then you take the clothes from the inside. Basically you want to hold that, right? I put it here and then look for it, hold it. You want to hold it. You want it to be like this, right? This, and then you take your band, right? I took my rubber band and then you're just wrapping it around it, right? So when you finish, you turn it over, and you have this, right? Right now you can't see like the fitting obviously because the dress is too small and stuff, and I'm wearing shorts inside. But like imagine this was like a nice, just long, nice flowy dress. You get this really really nice like scrunch by the side and stuff. So I just said, oh, before I take off the clothes, let me show you guys what it looks like, or like let me give you guys a tip on maybe how to like. This would be really really nice on a dress that is very on a dress that is my size. It's definitely not my size. It's squishing me all around. But yeah.